Hi.
Live.
Welcome back to another live stream for Future Tech Ideas. We're here, Cole Trooper. We're here with Jason Goyette and Anthony something. You can follow us on Twitter at Future Tech Ideas. We're going to be talking about current events today, as we always do in our weekly live streams. You can also follow me at CK270 on Twitter and at Jason Goyette and Anthony. I don't know.
At Anthony.
There you go. So you got that there. So we're going to be running over some, well, not running, we're going to be talking about some current events today. Got a big long list of current events here, so that should be good. So I say let's get to it. So Jason, the first topic, changing things up today. Jason's going to be introducing it.
I'm going to be introducing it. The first topic is Mars ticket deadline Mars ticket deadline nears for someone with the right stuff. So basically, Bas Landstrom, a Dutch engineer, basically what he did is he started this thing up where he's doing a kind of like a applicant where people can sign up to become the first colonist of Mars, basically. So Bas Landstrom was a student. He saw an image of the surface of Mars sent back by NASA's Sojourner rover in 1997. That was a defining moment for Landstrom, or however you pronounce his name, who knew immediately his life's ambitions to help send a human to the red planet one day. 16 years later, that dream is nearing reality, with more than 165,000 applicants from over 140 countries applying to join his Mars One venture to send the first humans to Mars. The hard deadline to apply for the first mission is August 31st, which is today, meaning those who have already paid the organization's application fee, ranging from $5 to actually $73, depending on the geographical location, have until Saturday to finish up. From there, the team must narrow down the pool through 3 additional selection rounds. So actually, they're finishing it up today. Hopefully they don't lose that $73. So what do you think about that, Cole? Would you go there? Would you want to be the first colonist of a new planet? I mean,
well, from what I know, it's a one-way ticket. There's no going back. So
yeah.
No, I couldn't do it.
You really couldn't do it.
For the simple reason of I wouldn't have the option to come back. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I was thinking about it. I know that sounds a little closed-minded, but think about it. I would never. I'd be leaving. Like everything you work for. Like, obviously I'm young, so I don't have that much really. But it's not like I have a job and big assets. But the point is, like if you're someone that's a little older, you got to pay your house, you got your vehicle, you got your family, you got friends. Everybody's got those. And you're leaving behind everything, everybody everything you own, everything gone. Can't bring that.
So basically, you're thumbs down for this. You would never do it.
Personally, I wouldn't do it. I don't have anything against anyone that would do it. Yeah. But that's just not me.
Maybe under special circumstances, maybe.
If I could come back, I'd do it.
That's the only reason. If you could come back, then you do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about it. You're going with a bunch of people you don't know, and you're probably not going to get along with them. At least some of them,
That's what I was going to ask you the next.
So you go to Mars, and the first thing that happens, big fight, and you'd be, first war on Mars.
Yeah, I believe there's going to be like 4 people there the first time around. There's going to be like 4 people. And
4 people. That's going to go well, yeah.
Gradually grow it up to more people.
4 people that have to see each other all the time, unless you people are able to get along with one another.
I think they should do put some activity stuff in there for them, like stuff to do throughout the whole time, waiting for other people to come.
If they could go explore
stuff to keep them occupied.
Yeah, go explore.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. Have like a little rover or something, like a little.
What happens? Like what they had on the moon or something, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, what happens if they run into an alien?
Keep your mouth shut and never talk about it.
yeah, there you go. That never happened. You're broadcasted that to YouTube? Ooh, it never happened.
So Cole, basically you're saying is the way you feel. Do you think the people that are going are leaving a lot behind that signed up? Like, do you think they're leaving a lot behind?
It depends who it is, right? Like, I think if you're young, it might make more sense than somebody who's old, obviously. But I guess they've made maybe somebody who wants to start over, right?
Yeah, start over.
Great place to start over.
I mean, I know there's certain.
Instead of moving to another part of a city or a different part of the state or province or whatever, no, you're leaving the entire planet.
Yeah, that is a big step. I gotta admit. I mean,
it's not like you're moving down the road. It's not like you're moving to a different city. You're leaving the planet.
Exactly. Now there is kind of these steps they got to go through, like these the training and all that. They got to go through that. So
yeah, I think a background check would be good too. You don't want to be sending murderers and stuff like that if they're in.
Oh heck yeah, absolutely, dude. All right, so we're gonna head on over to Anthony. How do you feel about this, Anthony? Would you ever go to it under certain circumstances?
You know what? No, never. I would have no internet connection. Are you kidding me? No internet? I'm not going. I'm sorry. Like he's saying, they're not coming back. If my wife could come and my family and we can make babies there and live there, there'd be no problem. But here's my problem. I'm an internet addict. I'm a YouTube addict. I'm not going to go live on a red planet and have no YouTube. What am I going to do with no internet?
That would be an amazing video. YouTube video, a vlog from Mars. That would be awesome.
And that's the thing. There's no way to get the connectability. Even if you could, the data connection would only be text message quality or email. That's all your communications, even with Earth, are going to be. So you have no internet. So for someone like me who lives on the internet, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. They're going to need to get some 3G connection or something up in there.
I wonder what your plan would be. That would be interesting.
You think about it. You're going to go there, and the only communication you're going to have with Earth is basic text communications. Even audio communications are going to take, 8 minutes to get to the other end? So you're not even going to have phone communication.
It'll take a long time.
And so, I don't know. I think that would make it hard because not only, like he was saying, you don't have other people around, you can't come back, and then you're stuck with this big isolation until they get some type of connectability, and that could be 100 years.
But, I mean, being like the first colonist of a new planet, that sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Well, you'd be like pioneers. You'd be like the pioneers, settled here in North America.
You'd have schools and stuff named after you.
Yeah.
I think I'd love that.
Yeah. Schools, neighborhoods named after you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it was something they developed in the future, which may not come in even my lifetime, maybe my kids, I would see it being a possibility, but right now, I'm sorry, I like green better than red.
Yeah, same here. But see, Jason, you were saying that you might get a school named after you. Yeah, it probably could happen, but you're going to be dead by the time they name the school after you. So it's really not going to make much of a difference in your life.
The basement of that school is going to be your grave.
Yeah. My view on it, though, I mean, as a person, coming from, kind of a hard time, hard childhood, we've all had it. But I'd love to go, a new start, a fresh life. I could start all over. I'd really love that opportunity to do that, and also be like, being able to be the first colonist of a new planet. I'd love to be able to do that, and kind of put my stake on a planet. I mean, imagine putting your name on a planet. That's like awesome. That's just unthinkable to me. I'd love to do that though. But I'm not one of the people that signed up and paid the $73 or whatever for the application. So, but yeah, I do believe that would be amazing to go, in my opinion. Unlike you guys.
Like I said, you'd be leaving a lot behind.
The one-way ticket thing is just not. If they say you can go there for 5 years, let's say if they made this a 5-year mission, and then you get to come home. I would do it if it was something like that. If it was like a 5-year mission, do it for 5 years, come home and tell all of my stories about it, perfect.
I mean, honestly, I think if they go there, like all these people, they go there, right? I think eventually they'll come up with a way to come back. Like, they won't die on Mars. They'll eventually find a way to come back, Like, they'll develop a new type of propulsion or whatever to get us there faster and be able to transport everybody back here. Or
think about how expensive it's going to be to transport anybody back.
Yeah, that's why I said a new type of propulsion, like a cheaper type of propulsion. More cheaper, more easier to build, faster.
Yeah, that's only going to cost a few million or billion to build that, though.
I think there's other factors that we're not looking into here as well. You've got to realize, are these people that are going there, you're going to have to, these people are going to have to be very, very, have to
smart,
go to college. Because what about when they get sick? They're going to be faced with new diseases that they've never seen before. So they're going to need scientists. These people are going to have to be scientists, doctors, big technicians to fix things. You know, they're going to have to be. We're talking PhD people.
Yep.
Are going to be the ones I know. They're
not just a regular Joe off the street. You know?
Right.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But I think eventually they'll do that. Like eventually, if somebody wants to go there, once the colony gets built up, and somebody just wants to go there, you know, they pass all the background checks and the training. I do personally think that they'll allow you know, regular Joes like me to go. I mean, it's just something to think about, you know.
One day it could be just like traveling around the world, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We're just like space travel, like, you know.
Want to pay for an airline ticket? You can go wherever you want.
Yeah, I wonder how much the airline ticket would be.
Yeah,
$3 million, please. For a while.
Yeah. All right, so you guys ready for the next topic?
Yep.
Sure.
Alrighty, the next topic is Samsung Galaxy's Gear smartwatch to clock in September 4th, which is coming up pretty soon. Apple's long-rumored iWatch might be beaten to the market by a Samsung alternative, according to one Samsung executive. Speaking to Korea Times in an interview published on Tuesday, Samsung's executive vice president of mobile Lee Young-hee said that the company plans to unveil a smartwatch on September 4th to be known as Galaxy Gear. According to Lee, Gear will be a concept device. It's not clear whether that means it won't launch soon or if Samsung is using the concept moniker as a marketing ploy. Speaking to Korean Times, Lee said that the Gear will have a non-flexible display, but declined to provide any further details. Samsung has been rumored to be working on a smartwatch for quite some time now. The company had not confirmed that until today. Samsung plans to hold a special press event on September 4th in Berlin, just a couple of days before this year's IFA Confab. In addition to unveiling the Galaxy Gear, Lee said that Samsung will be showing off the new Galaxy Note S, or the new Galaxy Note 3, excuse me, at IFA. Lee again declined to provide any details on the device. So, here we go. Smartwatches, wearable technology. It seems like smartwatches are a lot more popular than Google Glass, in my opinion. So basically, my question is to you guys is, what do you think about the Samsung Galaxy? Do you think it's a big competitor from what you hear from is Samsung a big competitor to Apple iWatch? Or even the Pebble, Watch.
I don't know because I don't know if the Apple iWatch even exists yet. So.
Yeah, I mean, but from what you hear, would Samsung be able to compete with their technology, with their quality of products that they put out? Like all the quality of products that you've seen so far from Samsung.
Well, I can't say whether they'd be able to compete, that way. But if you look at their current products, they're a good competitor that way. So they should be able to compete with the watches. Go ahead.
No, I don't think the Pebble Watch has a flexible display though.
No,
that's already out now. Yeah, and the Samsung Galaxy Gear will actually have a flexible smartwatch, but that's the only details I got so far. Is it'll have a flexible screen, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about wearable technology, Cole?
It seems.
Is it the future? Is it the future?
It's probably the future. It just seems a little overboard, but yeah, it probably is the future. Yeah. Do you really need some piece of technology here? The watch is meant to tell the time, not tell you everything else in between.
You know what? I actually think it's convenience. That's why they do it.
It's just because humans try to find a way to make everything easier.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Screw walking. Let's get horses or whatever. Okay, horses aren't fast enough. We need something fast. Let's get a car. Oh, this car isn't fast enough. Let's put a bigger motor in the thing. They go faster. Make things easier for everyone. Or if you're lazy, you cook with the microwave. Although that was more of an accidental invention than anything else.
What do you think, Anthony? What do you think about wearable technology in the Samsung Galaxy Gear smartwatch, the announcement? Is everyone going to wearable technology now? I think he's muted.
Okay. You just talking to me, right?
Yeah.
About the watch. Well, I don't know. I mean, seriously, am I gonna walk around with something like this on my wrist? But I mean, honestly, the phone does enough.
Yep.
I still use a regular watch, but
yeah, same here.
to have to sit there and scroll and do this, I don't know.
It's not going to be very. The screen's not going to be that big either, you know.
Yeah.
We're talking maybe what?
It.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do much. I mean, I could imagine watching a YouTube video on that thing.
Yeah, and if they make it too big, then it's just going to be uncomfortable having it on your,
like,
on your
wrist. If they make it the size of the phone, you'd have something like this on your wrist, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder what market they're trying to gear towards. Like, are they trying to gear the smartwatch like towards younger people or older people? Like,
you know, I think more so towards the younger generation. I personally, I might be wrong. I don't think that many people in the older generation are gonna want to bother with it.
Yeah, they're gonna see the have common sense, basically.
They might see it the way I do and say, you know, the watch is meant to tell time, not to tell you the weather and YouTube videos, and Google search and phone calls and text messages.
It's kind of like even like the Google Glass, a little overrated. But
yeah,
I mean, like as for a Samsung product, it probably would be really good. As I have used an iPhone and currently using a Samsung Galaxy, and I'm going to say the Samsung camera is 10 times better than the iPhone will ever be.
So that's interesting. So maybe the smartwatch may be better than the supposed iWatch from Apple if they ever do unveil it or release it. I wonder what it's going to look like.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be a comfortable size.
Flexible. Yeah, it's flexible. That's why I say it's got to be comfortable because they said it's flexible. So.
Yeah, well, I think the flexible display thing isn't that new technology anyway. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be that wonderful or not. You know, like you have to wonder how well.
Like
think about how well is something that flexible going to hold up in, let's say, cold weather.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, like I've had watches before. You know, they fog up or something. You know, like this one has never done that or something. Thankfully, but you know, or they use something stupid in the cold, or you know, do some other crap, and then you know, if they're not going to hold up in the cold weather, why bother, right?
I wonder how. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see more details on it, though.
Yeah, and then you know maybe in the heat you might overheat. You don't want a little stove sitting on your wrist either.
Oh, that'd be a little toasty.
You could put a little marshmallow on there.
Yeah, cook your wrist.
And another thing I'm kind of curious about is like charging. My current watch has a solar panel built into the screen.
Yeah,
fancy. It's just a digital watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, but it's got a solar panel, so I never have to replace the battery or charge it or plug it in. You know, it's always charging, even right now as the sun comes in the window. It's charging.
Like this watch doesn't, have anything funky like that, but I don't expect it to die anytime soon. And even if it does,
think about a watch you're going to have to charge every day.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Like, sure, you might say, well, you charge your phone at night too, don't you? But it just seems like a lot to charge.
You're charging your phone, your laptops, and now your tablets, and now your watches.
Yeah.
And soon your glasses.
Yeah. So how is it going to be clean your glasses if you're, doing that, I just put them under the tap and wash them that way, so I don't think Google Glass will work that well that way.
Yeah. So do you think there's a real competitor with the the watch, the smartwatch? Do you think Google Glass is a competitor with wearable technology against the iWatch?
It might be if you want something, that hip and cool, but it could be. I think actually a watch would make more sense than a pair of glasses, really. It's a little less distracting.
That's a good point.
It's a little less distracting than glasses. Glasses.
Has anybody here tried Google Glass?
No.
No, I'd love to, though.
It's not that impressive. It puts this little thing. Actually, all it is this little thing that goes in front of your right eye, so you only see it in one eye, and it's only up kind of like in the corner, and it's very hard to focus on, from my experience with it.
So then, in that case, it would be distracting then, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
What's the use then?
There you go.
You kind of sold me on that. I don't need the Google Glass then.
No, I tried. It was at Blogger Fair, and I got to play with it.
That's what I've been saying.
It's not this big epic thing. It's not this big epic thing that they're making it out to be. It's this little thing that goes in front of your eye.
That's all. It's just something new. Something new.
Yeah. Will it last? I don't know. There's lots of new things.
And if you have bad eyes like me and have to wear glasses, your eyes will just have a hard time focusing on it.
Oh man, my eyes.
It's hard on your eyes too.
And it's only one eye. It's only on the right eye.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard on your eyes, and
you gotta squint all the time, probably.
Yeah, that's never good for you.
Oh no, I used to have problems with that. All right, so the next topic. Are you ready?
About as ready as I'm gonna be. Yep.
Alrighty, the next topic is the carbon-based cell phones are on the horizon. Now, what does that mean? Well, let me explain. One of the biggest knocks against cell phones is they require small amounts of rare earth elements like gallium, indium, arsenic, for example. They are both scarce and expensive. But what if you could make a phone out of a more common element like carbon? Researchers are taking slow but sure steps towards building the innards of a cell phone out of carbon nanotubes, a structure that resembles a microscopic sheet of chicken wire rolled into a cylinder. These cylinders can be used to either conduct electricity or store energy. At the Technical University of Denmark, Jacob Wagner and his colleagues have found a better way to build carbon nanotubes that could lead to their use as a semiconductor, a key component of all electronic circuits parts found in both cell phones and as well as laptops. Carbon nanotubes have properties of both a metal and a semiconductor, depending on how they are rolled. So Cole, what do you think about this carbon phone? I mean, do you think that, and nanotubes? Nanotubes is kind of a new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I read about nanotubes a few years ago in a book, but
doesn't that have something to do with like medical and stuff, like nanotubes?
It's
like
nanotechnology, basically what it is. Yeah, it's what it's
you could build like vessels, like blood vessels and stuff with it.
Yeah, you can put little mini robots in your. It all has to do with nanotechnology, but
yeah, it
sounds really futuristic. I'll give it that.
And they're working on it now. Like they're trying to find better ways to build, and that's where it goes. You know, that's where it goes with building cheaper products using cheaper materials.
Yeah, elements. You know, sure, cheaper materials, cheaper that. Yeah, it's supposed to be cheaper. Watch, first aid comes out $1,500, $2,000. Don't worry, it's a cheaper material, but you know we have to.
Just because it's got nanotubes in it.
Yeah, and that's what they do. You know, you look at organic stuff at your store. It's supposed to be better for you. You know, 3 times the price. But
I hope not. I hope not.
Carbon it'll probably be nice and expensive for a while. Everything new comes inexpensive.
Yeah, and then it'll drop.
It'll drop eventually. If it has to be better than what we already have. Otherwise, why buy it in the first place? Nobody's going to care what the hell it's made of, as long as it works and it works better, whatever. So it's going to have to work better than what we have. It's going to have to work faster. Blah blah blah. Maybe lighter. I don't know. We're already pretty light, anyways.
Yeah, nanotubes.
It's going to have to do something pretty out of this world to make anyone buy it. You know.
Maybe like super fast, like freaking lightning.
It's gonna be expensive. That I can guarantee. Yeah. Like look at the first 4K TVs. I was looking at one in the store a few days ago. I believe the price tag $20,000 or something like that.
$20,000 for a 4K TV.
Yeah, it was like this 90-inch TV, right? It was sitting in some Sony store.
Yeah, because it's 4K.
Yeah, and the price tag on it, you know, $20,000. $24,000. Like, why buy that? Also, like in the future, it'd make more sense. I think after time. I don't know. As long as it works better.
And also, like you said, it's going to drop in price as well in the future. So
yeah, nobody really cares about the environmental impact as much as they want you to care. Most people don't. Like, you should care about this, but this is cheaper. Like incandescent light bulbs. Yeah, like incandescent light bulbs. They want you to buy these nice LED light bulbs. They're like $20 a bulb. Why buy that? So.
Just to be greener?
Yeah, you can only buy, like sure they might say, it lasts longer, but whatever.
Yeah.
It'll be on a date anyways in a year, at least these phones. Anyways, what do you think, Anthony?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a little bit overpriced. I mean, like he was saying, you got these cars, that are, hybrids and run on electricity, but to pay $100,000 for a car that you can get for $15,000, which is a lot cheaper than a TV.
$20,000. What the heck? Hollywood people.
If it's on the horizon, I don't see this being anything we're going to be using anytime soon.
Soon, yeah.
At least by us common folk.
It's just like nobody's going to bother buying a 4K TV anytime soon.
Exactly. So
it's too expensive for
they actually said they could use it with laptops as well. They said they could do laptops too. So I wonder if they could like transfer it into like computers and like desktops.
It better work better than what we already have, though.
If it does, that's why they're doing more research.
If it does the same thing as your regular run-of-the-mill computer that we have today.
You're talking about it has to beat the petrol. It has to beat the silicon.
Yeah.
That's hard to beat.
That is true. I think Yeah, like you guys said, I think I'd have to wait and see what the pricing on it is and stuff like that for a carbon nanotube phone. I wonder what the heck they call it though.
If I
I wonder
use
if
some
it'll just stay the
futuristic
same.
well, maybe it would stay the same, so you couldn't tell the difference. You'd buy it
Yeah.
anyways.
And then you'd have to pay like $800.
And they just come up with some, really good story of how this phone's better.
I mean, if it doesn't run on batteries, what's it running on carbon water? You just take a little syringe and inject water and charge that.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It releases steam every now and then.
That would be kind of weird, walking around and have steam pushing out of your pockets and stuff.
Yeah. Don't worry, this is my steam-powered phone. Don't worry about that. Oh,
This
we're getting low here. Better put some more water in it.
Steam-powered phone.
Yeah. Hang on, guys. I gotta refill my phone here with some more water. Can I borrow your water bottle for a minute?
Oh, jeez. That's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'd have to wait and see what the pricing on it is. It's something to look into, though. It's something to look into. A carbon phone, with nanotubes. I mean, crazy stuff. All right, so I think we're ready for the next topic. That was just like a little article I like to mention there. I like that carbon-based cell phone idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the next topic is more signs of martial law prep in America. Warning: civil unrest in America, 2013 through 2014. What do you guys think about this civil unrest? Do you think we're heading to the end of days or the end of the world as we know it? Do you think we're a police state? I provided the link. I'll also provide all the links in the description below of this video once it's uploaded and stuff. The video, go ahead and watch it because the video is very touching. It's very eye-opening. I believe there's a lot of videos on there. There's actually some from Infowars.com, and there's also
we all know about them, yeah.
Yeah, there's also a lot of RT stuff on there, so we all know they're pretty credible. So check out the video in the link below of this live show after it's uploaded, and let me know what you guys think in the comments also about are we heading to the end of the world basically as we know it? Police state, all that crazy stuff that's happening. So what do you guys think? What do you think, Cole? Where are we heading?
I really don't know.
With all this stuff that's going on with Syria, with all these weapons being brought by the government.
Syria, I think you might be pushing another big war with Syria.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if the U.S. wants to bomb the hell out of them or whatever.
Yeah, that's where Obama's wanting. He's wanting that so bad.
As much as it might sound like a good idea up front. Oh yeah, bomb.
No,
it's not gonna work.
A terrible idea.
And unless you have a hell of a lot of bombs. And which the U.S. probably has.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, definitely. But is it going to work? If they, Syria decides to hit another country, well, that other country's going to fight back. Going to be a huge war, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Do you think all the uprising and all the stuff going on, like all the stuff that's going on over in Europe and stuff, do you think that's going to transfer over to America and we're going to start to uprise like the civilians, like me and you, just start, trying to take down the government, and then all of a sudden there's police with barricades up on every street, and
I don't know about the
economy.
North America. I don't know. It could be hard to say. I think at least here we have it pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got it pretty good, but also the government is buying up all these weapons, all these hollow point bullets, all these underground bunkers and army vehicles. It's like, why are they doing this? Like, dude, the Social Security Administration, they don't need weapons. They don't need to walk around with guns.
Maybe this theory is wrong, but maybe they've been doing this for a long time and we just figured it out now.
I don't think they've been doing it for a long time.
It very well could be, because maybe I'm wrong, but they could have been doing it for a long time. We just figured it out.
How about this, Cole? You watch that video I told you about. I'll post it in the video, link in the description, and watch that video. It's very eye-opening. Like I said, it comes from RT, which is kind of credible. It's a credible channel.
There, yeah.
And also, we got some Infowars stuff as well. Basically, like, these big SWAT people are just like bursting through people's houses and stuff and arresting them for no reason, and they're at the wrong address. Address.
I think I told you about that, yeah, and I also seen one video where they were talking about the SWAT team coming down to, I don't know what it was, some business, right? SWAT team came down. What do you think the SWAT team's doing there?
What were they doing?
an inspection.
An inspection for what?
It was some business. It was like, and they did an inspection. SWAT team comes down to do an inspection.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about businesses. I'm talking about
that is way overboard. What I'm saying. I
Yep.
see what you're saying.
Yep.
But you think you need a SWAT team to do an inspection?
Heck no. I don't think you need. No, you need like freaking maybe like a couple K9 units.
I don't think you even need police to do really an inspection. It's just some sort of annual inspection type thing.
Yeah, or unless they have like a lead on something, like maybe there's stolen property in the business, or maybe somebody's
then that's not really an inspection. That's more of a search.
They're just searching and looking around.
Then maybe I can understand the SWAT team if it was, if they really thought it was criminal. Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah. Wow, inspections of businesses just randomly with SWAT teams?
Yeah.
For no probable cause?
You don't have an inspector come out to do the inspection. No, you have a SWAT team come out to do the inspection.
And now they're going to your houses.
Yeah, the wrong houses too. Didn't they blow the guy's leg off or something?
Yep. Yeah.
Didn't they shoot his door down too?
I think they broke it down.
Yeah, I know they did something way overboard.
That's the prime example of brutality, police brutality.
Yeah, sure, everyone makes mistakes, but blowing somebody's leg off is one hell of a big mistake.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's a huge mistake.
Absolutely.
There's no way you can just push it under the rug and say it never happened.
So Cole, after this video, okay, I want you to let me know what you think about it after you watch all the evidence and all the stuff that's happening. Let me know what you truly think. If like 10 years or maybe even 5 years, we'll be in a total upheaval. We'll be uprising. There'll be like wastelands basically in the United States. People shooting at people fighting over food. And I think that's where you're going to come up to. You're going to say, okay, yeah, I can see what you're saying. It could happen very soon.
It could happen, but
the economy's getting worse. The economy's not getting better.
Yeah, down there, the economy's not going all that well, yeah.
And what happens when the economy gets worse? The people start getting crazy
get desperate,
and desperate, exactly. And so the government's afraid of that. The government knows that.
Well, I guess when you think about it, there's already, I don't know,
You know what? I hope this show doesn't get taken down for some reason because we're talking about this.
Think about, I guess there's always some sort of uprising or protest. Didn't a bunch of fast food workers go on a strike now?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
They're low minimum wage. It is actually quite low.
But that's a little protest, for that. I'm talking about,
but
weapons
they
being
could
shot and.
Yeah, but sure, that's still they're fighting for something. Now, if you had more stuff going on, sure, maybe that's just a fast food joint thing, but it could balloon into something else.
Yeah, the beginning. Exactly. I see where you're coming from. That's very true.
Sure, it sounds awesome. Yeah, personally, I think they should be paid more, but.
Yeah, I too. Let's go ahead and have Anthony jump in here. What do you think, Anthony? I know he wants to say something.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say this because I grew up with a person who was very big into this, I guess you would call it conspiracy world end of things.
Okay, yep.
And Alex Jones and InfoWars and all that. I'm going to be honest, the news that you're hearing today is the same as it was in the late 90s, and they were talking about the same thing back in the late 90s, that we were going to go to martial war, that Bill Clinton was going to be the one to bring us into this great territory and bring in the New World Order. He was the one. Nothing happened. George Bush came along. Same thing. And now we got Barack Obama. And you know what? And I think after all those years of hearing about this kind of stuff and not seeing it yet, I mean, I do see police brutality, but that stuff has been going on since American history, since the beginning. That's nothing new. Cops beating people and busting down doors and the government doing what they think they can do. That's been going on since the beginning, since our founding fathers.
So let me ask you something real quick. What if the day you say, oh, it's been going on for years, what if it does happen? What if it happens tomorrow? What if all of a sudden you got helicopters, Black Ops helicopters going over your house, you got bombs going off, people shooting?
But I have a hard time seeing that happen.
Same thing, I agree. I just don't see that just coming out of nowhere. Yeah. It might be something slight, but even over time, it's like I said, it's like even me, I believe some parts of like the apocalypse. Basically, the apocalypse is not going to happen instantly. It's going to happen over a period of 200, 300 years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's been doing that though?
Exactly. I'm actually kind of admit I'm a little religious, and I will say that I have noticed things from revelations that have already happened and things that are still yet to happen. I would say we're kind of in the middle of it. It's not this one big event that's going to happen in 30 days. It's this event, I believe, because there's no time frame when the prophecies were set. It's something that's going to take hundreds of years to finish. And I believe even with this, this country changing, people are saying the New World Order is going to take over. It's not going to do that. It's something that's going to change gradually over the years.
Yep.
I mean, you can look at the last 20 years and see that freedoms have changed, and the way we do things in America are completely different. It didn't happen overnight.
Oh, heck no.
But yet things changed into this new system that we're following now.
I mean, look at how fast Obama said he wants to go to war with Syria. I mean, that was like in one night almost.
Well, I'm sure they've been thinking about it for a while. It's not like they just dreamed this up.
Yeah, but why is everybody against it? Why is all the other government and all the other parties against it? And all Obama's kind of singled out. Like the UN's against it. Obama's the only one that wants to do it. I
guess he wants to put an end to it. I don't know what his reasoning is behind it. I don't think anyone really knows. I don't know what to think of that. His decision, but it doesn't sound like he's going to go through Congress or anything like that either. So
exactly. I hope.
Sounds like he's just going to do it.
Smart.
Yeah.
I hope no. I hope he doesn't just do it. If he does,
and some are saying that just doing it is unconstitutional too. So
it is World War III right there, dude.
Oh, for sure, and
because all the UN's against it, all the other countries are against it.
Well, I think Britain has no plans of doing anything. I know we in Canada don't have any plans of doing anything anytime soon. But the U.S. Did Obama make some sort of announcement today? I didn't hear anything. I heard something this morning.
I believe yes, like 7 hours ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I seen it on.
I don't know. Like when people say that the U.S. is going to start firing on its own citizens, going to be helicopters everywhere, it really sounds like the U.S. People are saying the U.S. is going to turn into something like Syria. I don't see that happening.
No, I mean, we might go into Syria just like we did with originally going after Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
That was another war decorated by the president without a Congress. That was unconstitutional, but it happened. So why wouldn't it happen again?
For sure. But I think when people say that the U.S. is going to turn into something like Syria, I just have a hard time seeing that happen.
I hope you don't eat your words, Cole.
I hope so too, but I
really
just have a hard time seeing it happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge of saying it's possible, and I'm on the edge of saying it's not going to happen in my lifetime.
Unless the U.S. gets a really, really bad government. I don't see it happening.
We don't got a great government, but we got.
Yeah, I mean like rock bottom, like.
Yeah, like rock bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm on the edge. I'm on the fence, and I'm kind of leaning towards it might not happen in my lifetime, but I don't know. I just gotta wait. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait and see over time. That's all. That's all there is you gotta wait and see. And once the freaking wall starts falling down, then you got to run. You better be running to the right people too.
But like I said, it could be one of those things. It could be 20 years from now, and we could be under a completely different form of government. We won't even know what happened.
Well, yeah, something gradual.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those kind of things. I don't think it's this big thing that some of these like Alex Jones and Infowars are making it out to be. I think what it is, if anything. The reason why they're allowed to speak is because the government wants this information out there.
Yep.
Keep people confused about what's really going on.
That's another thing I want to mention. All this news about Syria, like it's been in the news like hundreds of times. That's all I see is articles and videos.
Yeah.
What else
terribly
is there
sad.
Yeah, it's very terribly sad. Exactly.
Yeah.
But what about here at home? Like, is there anything going on here that we need to worry about that's being blocked off by all this coverage of Syria? Like, is there anything major that could be happening here?
It could be buried in the back of the paper somewhere, or just not even on the TV.
That's what I kind of noticed. Like, if you look back at major events that happen, and it gets covered, like, blasted by the media.
I don't know what CNN's like these days. I remember a year ago, you turn on CNN, and it's the first thing you see Syria, or George Zimmerman. One of the two.
Yep.
They go from Syria to Zimmerman, then the next show after Syria.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I totally agree with you that it's very sad what's happening over there. That's why I covered the story on the chemical attacks and everything, because I wanted that news to get out there. But like I said, we still got to pay attention to what's really going on, because this could be a strategic thing that the government's doing in order to blow one big thing up and let that everybody grasp onto that, and then sneak something in the back door that's like really big news, but we're kind of being overshadowed by the other thing that's been pushed on with the media.
Well,
that's how media works.
Yeah. It'll make something look interesting.
And I mean, you got to realize, if you're paid to say something, you're going to say it because, well, it's food on the table.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks about it, though. That kind of sucks about it, though. You know, they could say lies just to get money.
I think, you know,
even though they know it's false.
You might get really good information from some journalists. It doesn't, you know. I know that sounds nuts, but then there's no incentive to say bullshit.
Yeah, that is true.
And absolutely. You know, I don't know if you're into, like, other people who are into, like, say, Dr. Oz. I'm sure everyone's heard of him, right?
Yeah, Dr. Oz.
I've watched him on TV before, yeah.
Yeah.
He says a lot of
But you know he's paid to say some of the stuff he says, and some of it's not right information?
What does he, like, get paid from, like, doctors or medical places
and the
stuff?
Supplements, yep. One of them, he was paid off by the tobacco company because I smoke e-cigarettes. He went and said that e-cigs are bad for you because there is a chemical in it that's used in antifreeze. But he forgot to say that this chemical is also safe and safe for human consumption by the FDA, and is also used in cosmetics and all your medicines. He forgot that part. He just said a chemical that's used in antifreeze.
Yeah. And you know, the guy probably, you know,
he didn't say the chemical was safe. He didn't say it was approved by the FDA. He didn't say you're using it in all these other products.
Yep.
He just said that one thing, and everyone now believes him and says, "Oh my God, oh, they're bad
you give
for
somebody enough money, and they'll say anything you want them to say."
So that's why he has nice suits on all the time.
Yeah, like, is it a good show? Yeah. Unfortunately, I guess there's information. I didn't know that personally, but
there's actually articles on there. A lot of people are upset because now this stuff's starting to come out, and
yep. Wow,
you know,
that's
he's getting
crazy.
Paid.
That's kind of like misdiagnosing.
Bad publicity for his show.
What's that?
Bad publicity for his show, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I bet they tried to cover that up, keep it quiet.
Well, yeah, it's true. You can't keep Facebook and Twitter shut up, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so
I'm sure if you paid Facebook and Twitter enough.
Yeah.
Mr. Cooper.
Which that day may be coming.
You never know. I don't know.
Cole, you got photo of the week ready, or? Want me head into deal of the week, and then you can do photo of the week?
No, I can get the photo of the week up here in a second. Don't worry.
Alrighty, cool.
Here we go.
So I wonder if there's anybody else. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's actually another photo I want to show as well that was in the group too. Is that fire one? I did like that one.
Yeah, that's nice too. I like that. Make sure to mention his name too if you can, please.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to pronounce it. I know I'm gonna do it terribly wrong, but
you can write it in the chat and I'll pronounce it.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, I guess.
Okay, yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot, Cole.
Give it a go, yeah. Okay, almost ready. One more second here. Sorry for the long wait. Alright. I'll pull it up now. This window. Oh, it's confusing.
What's that?
Oh, it's just my computer's doing some weird things. Okay, now I'll try it again. Alright, so the photo of the week is this thing right here, this picture here. I believe this is, that's Cal, right?
Yes.
Alright, so that is the photo of the week that was taken by, what's his name here? Let me check. Forgot now. You can try this one, Jason.
Alright, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I can try it. Where is it at?
Just forget the very.
Vishal Chabra.
Yeah.
Vishal Chabra.
So he took that picture there. That's still on the screen, right?
Yes, it is.
And then he also took this picture here, which I really like.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So those are the two photos of the week. Thank you for sending those in, and to anyone else that's watching, make sure to send in your photos of the week. And next week we're going to have a really neat photos of the week segment. We're going to be adding some new things to it. I've talked to Jason about that, so yes. It's going to be a little different, and probably with a little bit of a different name, but we'll still have the picture of the week thing. So make sure to send in your photos. Send them in on Facebook at facebook.com/FutureTechIdeas and on Twitter at FutureTechIdeas. Anyways, off to Jason now for the deal of the week.
Alrighty, guys. The deal of the week. Let's see what we got for you guys here. Nope, that's not the deal of the week. That is app of the week. Okay, the deal of the week is the Fitbit Flex wireless activity plus sleep wristband. $99 for Prime right now. Never stop moving with Fitbit Flex. Wear this slim, stylish device all the time and get the motivation you need to get out and be more active. It tracks steps, distance, and calories burned and shows you how you're stacking up against your daily goals. At night, it tracks your sleep cycle, helps you learn how to sleep better, and wakes you silently in the morning. Access your stats anytime on your computer, tablet, or from your smartphone, both iPhone and Android. Flex is your perfect companion and stays with you everywhere, even in the shower. You can get it in black or slate. And also to mention, it does have LED lights that shows you, it basically shows how your day is stacking up. So it basically, if you want to see it in the nighttime, you can look at it because it's got the LED lights with that. So the link to buy this is going to be in the description below. It'll be titled the Fitbit Flex Wireless Activity Deal of the Week for Future Tech Ideas. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the app of the week. Now the app of the week is the Impossible Line. This is the app of the week for Future Tech Ideas. It's rated 6 out of 10 for FTI. It's free. This app is also available for iPhone, iPad 5.0 or later. That's iOS 5.0 or later, excuse me. Details, can you beat the chalkboard challenge? Drawing a line with your finger is about as simple as it gets. But when you include disappearing obstacles, moving objects, and keys to collect you, moving objects and keys, to collect you get one seriously tricky puzzle game. Take on the impossible line and put your skills to the test. Use your finger to draw a line on the chalkboard and reach the goal while avoiding the obstacles that vanish as soon as you touch the screen. With over 200 levels to tackle, you'll have to use the radar and useful hint item to make it through each one of the levels. Are you up for the challenge? That is a cool app of the week for Future Tech Ideas, the Impossible Line. The download link will be in the description below, guys. Alrighty, I think that's the end of it right there.
Alright.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. You can follow us on Twitter, like I said, at Future Tech Ideas. And that's it for this week. That way we'll be live next week at 9 p.m. Eastern. Next Saturday. So thank you. Every Saturday. Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video, comment on it. Jason, did we get any comments?
I was not monitoring the comments, actually.
Well, before we end it, we'll check the comments. So
yes, we'll check the comments. How about that, guys?
I got to find the stream here, so just hang on. Can you send me the link to the stream?
One quick thing I do want to mention. We never really got Anthony's thoughts on the picture of the week.
Oh, we didn't?
No. Did you like the picture, Anthony?
I like that one at the flame. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
That was really cool.
Alright, it's in the chat there.
Alright, so we will take a look at that quickly, and then that will be the end of this stream.
Yeah, I need to manage that more better. I apologize for that, guys.
My pick is Digimon.
Digimon! Digital
we
monsters.
got no
Digimon
comments for this stream.
Oh, cool. We had a lot of viewers, though, guys. Holy cow.
Well, how many did we get?
We were close to 8 or 9.
Oh, wow. We're doing
good
then.
At one time, yeah.
Alright, so thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. Yes,
we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace. Keep on clicking.
Keep on clicking. Mars, basically, so. Bas Landstrom was a student. He saw an image of the surface of Mars sent back by NASA's Sojourner rover in 1997. That was a defining moment for Landstrom, or however you pronounce his name, who knew immediately his life's ambitions to help send a human to the red planet one day. 16 years later, that dream is nearing reality, with more than 165,000 applicants from over 140 countries applying to join his Mars One venture to send the first humans to Mars. The hard deadline to apply for for the first mission is August 31st, which is today, meaning those who have already paid the organization's application fee, ranging from $5 to actually $73, depending on the geographical location, have until Saturday to finish up. From there, the team must narrow down the pool through 3 additional selection rounds. So actually, they're finishing it up today. Hopefully they don't lose that $73. So what do you think about that, Cole? Would you go there? Would you want to be the first colonist of a new live?
Welcome back to another live stream for Future Tech Ideas. We're here, Cole Trooper. We're here with Jason Goyette and Anthony something. You can follow us on Twitter at Future Tech Ideas. We're going to be talking about current events today, as we always do in our weekly live streams. You can also follow me at CK270 on Twitter and at Jason Goyette, and Anthony, I don't know. So there you go. So you got that there. So we're going to be running over some. Well, not running. We're going to be talking about some current events today. Got a big long list of current events here, so that should be good. So I say let's get to it. So Jason, the first topic, changing things up today. Jason's going to be introducing it.
I'm going to be introducing it. The first topic is Mars ticket deadline needs, Mars ticket deadline nears for someone with the right stuff. So basically, Bas Landstrom, a Dutch engineer, basically what he did is he started this thing up where he's doing a kind of like a applicant. Where people can sign up to become the first colonist of the planet. I mean,
well, from what I know, it's a one-way ticket. There's no going back. So
yeah.
No, I couldn't do it.
You really couldn't do it.
For the simple reason of I wouldn't have the option to come back. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I was thinking about it. I know that sounds a little closed-minded, but think about it. I would never. I'd be leaving. Like everything you work for. Like obviously I'm young, so I don't have that much really. But it's not like I have a job and big assets. But the point is, like if you're someone that's a little older, you got to pay your house, you got your vehicle, you got your family, you got friends. Everybody's got those. And you're leaving behind everything, everybody everything you own, everything gone. Can't bring that.
So basically, you're thumbs down for this. You would never do it.
Personally, I wouldn't do it. I don't have anything against anyone that would do it. Yeah. But that's just not me.
Maybe under special circumstances, maybe.
If I could come back, I'd do it.
That's the only reason. If you come back, then you do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about it. You're going with a bunch of people you don't know, and you're probably not going to get along with them. At least some of them,
That's what I was going to ask you the next.
So you go to Mars, and the first thing that happened, big fight, and you'd be, first war on Mars.
I believe there's going to be like 4 people there the first time around. There's going to be like 4 people. And
4 people. That's going to go well, yeah.
Gradually grow it up to more people.
4 people that have to see each other all the time, unless you people are able to get along with one another.
I think they should do put some activity stuff in there for them, like stuff to do throughout the whole time, waiting for other people to come.
If they could go explore
stuff to keep them occupied.
Yeah, go explore.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. Have like a little rover or something, like a little.
What happens? Like what they had on the moon or something, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, what happens if they run into an alien?
Keep your mouth shut and never talk about it.
yeah, there you go. That never happened. You're broadcasted that to YouTube? Ooh, it never happened.
So Cole, basically you're saying is the way you feel. Do you think the people that are going are leaving a lot behind that signed up? Like, do you think they're leaving a lot behind?
It depends who it is, right? Like, I think if you're young, it might make more sense than somebody who's old, obviously. But I guess they've made maybe somebody who wants to start over, right?
Yeah, start over.
Great place to start over.
I know they're starting.
Instead of moving to another part of a city or a different part of the state or province or whatever, no, you're leaving the entire planet.
Yeah, that is a big step. I gotta admit. I mean,
it's not like you're moving down the road. It's not like you're moving to a different city. You're leaving the planet.
Exactly. Now there is kind of these steps they got to go through, like these training and all that. They got to go through that. So
I think a background check would be good too. You don't want to be sending murderers and stuff like that. If they're
oh heck yeah, absolutely, dude. All right, so we're gonna head on over to Anthony. How do you feel about this, Anthony? Would you ever go to it under certain circumstances?
You know what? No, never. I would have no internet connection. Are you kidding me? No internet? I'm not going. I'm sorry. Like he's saying, you know, they're not coming back. You know, if my wife could come and my family and we can make babies there and, you know, live there, there'd be no problem. But here's my problem. I'm an internet addict.